All right, I'm here in Michigan and I would love to show you my cold exposure setup here and explain to you what I've purchased, why I've purchased it, and how you can get it as easy as possible. I say this in nearly every video that I make about this tub and my cold exposure. The most sustainable and the best for the environment is to go to a place in nature. Make sure that it's not a nature preserve or it's a place where you're allowed to go swimming and safely go swimming, but that way you don't have to be refilling and using so much fresh water every week or every 10 days or every 2 weeks to fill up your ice bath or take showers every day, extra showers, and waste water. And it's not a waste because you're using it for your health, but on this planet there are people without access to fresh water, and it's and we should simply be more mindful of our water consumption. Right now this is a great starter package, keeps the water cold, and it kind of goes down with the temperature just like the lake would in the wintertime. Enjoy. Let's get started. The tub itself, it is a Rubbermaid 100-gallon stock tank that I got at a store here in Michigan called Tractor Supply Plus or something, or just Tractor Supply. But you can get these things online and delivered, I believe, anywhere in the US. I had another thing, I'll maybe put a picture of that here in my story. And what else? I linked up with a really cool company called Wateja, and they're from Sweden, and they have an amazing insulated ice bath. So in the summer it stays cold, and in the winter it also stays cold. So it just keeps the temperature in or keeps the temperature out, whatever you're looking for. And it comes with a cover and everything. Here's a picture of that. And I will be using that once I get back to Germany. What else? We got the tarp here. This is a 5 by 7, 5 foot by 7 foot tarp a waterproof tarp so that water doesn't get in, feces and urine from animals. I know there's cats that run around here, and it keeps the water quality a little bit better, especially when the leaves are falling. And these bungee cords help to tie it down. I've been telling my dad that I don't love this setup because it's hard when your hands get cold to pull these back around and set them up. So I've been thinking about ways of setting it up so you can just pull the tarp back over, pull it on, pull it off, and maybe in the next part of this video I can show you that I figured it out. And that's it. I think in all it costed $89 to $100 for the tub, $20 or less, I'll check on that, for the tarp, and each of the bungee cord is $2 to $5. So here's the total, and now you have it for as long as you want. And fill it up, let it go, and get in. Enjoy. Alrighty, after way too much fiddling and trying different things with this tub, I think I finally got the right setup to make it easy off and easy back on. Here we go. I'll do it first and then I'll explain everything that's set up. There you go, off, set it there, hop in. Oh, that was great. And now all you have to do is pull it back around. Ta-da! How does it work? It is a 5 by 7 tarp. So under one of the ends, I've stuck about 1 to 2 inches, 3 centimeters or so, underneath the edge of the tub. So it's held down by the weight of the tub. And then I pulled the tarp over the top of the tub, used my 3 bungee cords that I tied together, and the 4th one is attached to the ring here on the end. And then all you have to do is pop it off and then hold it as you pull it back around to pull it back down. Easy as pie. The knots that I made are very simple. All you do is pull them around each other and through one time at each spot that they connect, and that's it. A couple other things that I talked about with my dad on this setup there's 2 or 3 things that we talked about that could lead to dangerous environment or freezing of pipes. So obviously it's not possible to have a hose hooked up to the outside of your house in the winter. And the solutions that I've thought of with him are hooking up a hose to your sink inside, which uses water from the inside, which in some places is more expensive, but it's an option. The other option is if you have a garage, you can use the hose from your garage, because typically it won't drop below freezing temperatures in the garage because it's connected to your house. And then the other thing, the issue with this kind of setup is every time you empty it, which is once a week, the water flows out, and in the winter that water is going to freeze, which gets slippery and can be dangerous when you're cold and getting out of the ice bath. The solution that we have found for when it does get colder is, 1, point the spout away from the house, away from your entrance and exit, so that if possible the water will flow away from the house and away from that walking area. 2 is to set up mats, and the mats are not that expensive, that you can buy. It's just like at a pool, they have these dry mats that you can stand on that keep you above the water, the level of the water, and that way it doesn't get slippery. And you can buy a few just to get to as a path to get to your cold exposure spot. And I think that's it, other than making the tarp a bit easier with your hands. There's nothing really else that we could think of to make this any better, other than salt in the water, chlorine in the water, and all that. But then we're getting really technical. That's what we think. Comments, questions, desires, put them in the box below, and let me know how it's going. Love to hear it.